Hey everyone, welcome back to another Painting with Jay. As always, my name is Jay. So grab a brush, grab some models, grab some paints, and paint along with me. Let's rid our world of unpainted models. Yes, it has been a long time since my last Painting with Jay. Like 6 months, I'm guessing more than that possibly. So we're going to keep going. I have not actually made a lot of painting progress over the last half a year. It's been pretty busy, but that's okay. And so today I'm going to be working on a few Leman Russes. It's going to be cool. Still finishing up my Gene Stealer Cult Army. I have these 3 Leman Russes, a Sentinel, and then 3 more vehicles. Yeah. And then I'm done. So it'll be almost done. Next probably month or two, we'll work on finish up those guys and then get started on more stuff, Space Marines and Necrons and such. Yeah. So let's get started. As always, huge shout out to Cody Rue. Haven't seen you in a while. And Adam, you missed a spot. I know you've been missing spots all the time, and I'm not warning you, so you've missed a spot. Alright, so as you can see here, I'm working on a few Leman Russes. You know, pretty basic color scheme, some camo painted with an airbrush. Today I'll be working on the brass areas of the models. I've already done this one. 2 of them I built myself. This one I bought used at my local gaming store. So I will be painting up this guy with some brass today on the brass areas. And as you can see, it's not the not in the nicest shape of all the models, but I don't mind. It was Leman Russ. It cost me like $20. Can't really complain, you know, for that price. So today I'm going to start off with some brass Scorpion. As always, for the brass Scorpion. This brass Scorpion that I got is pretty, I don't know about you guys, but let me know in the comments. If you notice a change in brass Scorpion, it's much more warmer than it was before. I thought it was more brown before, but now it's pretty red, pretty warm. Maybe it's just this batch that I got. You know, you're susceptible to the batches, I guess, but you know, that's okay. Whatever. I use Agrex Earthshade on it afterwards, so it tends to tone it down as well. But yeah, it's been a while, and so I'll talk about life and where have I been, and I'm curious as to how many people are actually going to watch this and paint along, because it's been so long. Usually a few hundred people watch it. Yeah, I've been busy. It's been busy. It's been a busy little while. So I hope your pandemic experiences are going okay. Obviously, I hope all you at Internet Land are staying healthy and safe. That's the first thing. Adam, yeah, you missed a spot. But I really hope you guys are and girls are staying healthy and safe. That's the important part. What a year it's been. We're coming up on the 1-year mark. You know, about a year ago, it was declared a global pandemic. Canada went on lockdown almost exactly a year ago as well. I think we're coming up this Saturday is the 1-year mark of when... Yeah, it was Friday the 13th last year. Friday, March 13th. So it'd be... This Saturday is the 1-year mark of when Canada went on basically lockdown due to it. Or at least Ontario did. I'm pretty sure all of Canada. And it's been an interesting year. You know, cases have gone up and down. You know, we get rid of it, and then it comes right back, and then we get rid of it, and it comes right back. Pretty much every time they open up the rules, it comes right back. Yeah, it's been pretty interesting, you know. So as you guys know, last year I just figured if we're staying inside, I might as well paint. And I painted, and I painted, and I painted, and I painted like 140, 180 models pretty quickly. And then I kind of hit a wall. Once the summer hit, and I was allowed out, I didn't want to paint anymore. You know, and it kind of coincided with the newest edition release. But I didn't want to paint anymore. I wanted to be outside. You know, enjoy the weather, spend time with my girlfriend. You know, just go, or common law wife, or whatever we call each other now these days. But my spouse, spend time with her. You know, spend time enjoying outside. Because, you know, the COVID restrictions were kind of lifted a bit in the summertime, and I really wanted to just go outside. And I know, and I saw my friend Dave a few times. I haven't seen my friend Stu in a while. Shout out to Stu if you're watching this. Shout out to Dave if you're watching this. But yeah, I saw them. We had some fun. But I saw my friend Dave, not Stu. But yeah, I wanted to be outside. This basement, it's nice and fun and all in the wintertime. But it was nice to be outside. It was really nice. And then the other thing was I got back into golf. I know a lot of people did last year. It was like the year of golf. But I played golf years and years and years ago. Years and years ago when I was younger. I wasn't amazing. I wasn't terrible, but I wasn't amazing. And my father plays a lot, and he's pretty good. But he got me into golf years ago, and then I was in a car accident a long time ago, and it messed up my back. And of course, golf is one of those sports that it really messes with your back. And so I quit. And I was kind of like, okay, I don't know if I'll ever get back into golf. I wasn't amazing, right? I'm not like the next pro superstar, Jay, but I just gave it up, and that's okay. And then basically my boss at work invited me to go golfing because they just needed somebody else to go golfing or something, I don't know. And so I bought a cheap set of clubs, which was still probably better than my old set from years ago because the technology has greatly improved insanely. And I got back into it. And yeah, my back was messed. The first time I played, I threw my back out basically. Should have stretched more. And I saw it coming. I brought some extra strength painkillers and some Robaxacet and stuff. And I finished the round and I could barely walk afterwards. But I gave it another shot. And each time I'd be in less and less pain. I would do more and more stretching ahead of time, get used to it again. And now it's the point where I can pretty much play with no, I don't take any painkillers, which is nice. So I played, and I liked it. It was really fun. Like it's outside, it's athletic. I prefer walking. I don't like this whole cart situation. I'm not a big cart person. I like getting in 14,000 steps in a round. Now the only thing is, I do find by the end of the round, you're tired. Like I find that I'm a worse player at the end of the round. I have to almost club up one whole club or two clubs because I'm just tired. I've walked, several like kilometers during this round while playing golf. But I like it. It's a full body workout. I lost a little bit of weight, and I really enjoy it. It's been a lot of fun. I've kind of gone obsessed with it. I've replaced my clubs since as a gift to myself. And I'm really looking forward to this year's golf season. It's going to start soon, and I'm going to play 40K in golf this year. And then my spouse, she always wanted to get into golf too. It was something that her friends and family have done before, but she never played. And so she got into golf too. And it was those things that we did together actually last year. It was a lot of fun. So I played for a couple months on my own. And then I was just like, you know what, let's get you. So we went to Canadian Tire, got her a starter set of clubs as well. And so she's been loving it. She's going to take some lessons this year to improve, but it's been a fun time. And it's something that we can do together. Again, it's a good workout. And it's been one of those few things during COVID that we can do together outside and enjoy it. Besides walks, we go for walks. Winter is always a brutal time for walks. Because, we do go for walks sometimes, but it's like minus, when it's minus 15 out, including the wind chill, it is not walk time. Now, of course, Canada's getting slightly warmer. It's that time of year. Spring is almost here. So we are, the temperatures are starting to get back into the positives. For my American friends, today is about, right now when I'm filming this, it's about 40 degrees out right now. So we're back into the positives. Which is cool. Which is cool. Yeah. I miss this. I really do. And I wanted to get back into it. The other thing that kept me busy was I tried to move last year, and it didn't work. Obviously, I'm still in the same house in Peterborough, and I'm happy with this. I'm not angry about this. We did try to move. And I'll be open with this. It's not going to happen, and it's probably not going to happen this year. But I applied for a transfer out east to Eastern Canada, and the reason was, number one, I'm just going to take a drink of my drink. I applied to a couple transfers, but I'm not a very hireable person, apparently. So these guys are already shaded. I'm going to let this one dry, and when it's done drying, I will hit it with a shade. But so I'm just going to take Brass Scorpion again and just do some edge highlighting and build it back up a little bit for shininess, but not too much. So we both kind of wanted to live out east for a long time. Eastern Canada is really beautiful. Cool culture, food, being by the ocean. And I keep up with the housing markets. I really do. And the Peterborough housing market right now is going through the roof. And so we were kind of seeing if we could take advantage of the housing market situation and move out east, sell our house here, buy a house out there in cash, and no longer have a mortgage. And not only no longer have a mortgage, I'd basically be debt free. I'd pretty much be debt free, no debt. So I could start my life out there completely debt free. I'd have the same job, so same pay, same everything, but not a single dollar of debt to my name. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. And so we tried. But so one of the other things that took up a lot of my time last summer was I didn't shave that. Okay. Did I miss that too? No. So let me hit that with a shade. So I spent a lot of time working on the house. So we made a list of things that we wanted to get done on the house. And I spent a little bit of my money, which I'm currently paying off the debts for that. But so we really renovated the basement. We worked heavily on the basement. I'm just hitting this with an Agrex Earth Shade. Finishing it up, I personally replaced the floors. We moved a wall. Somebody else did that for us. I replaced all the light fixtures in the house myself. I put up all new flooring, painted all the walls. Like, the basement is looking amazing now. Other than the room I painted, this room it was kind of pre-finished before we moved in, so I'm not really going to touch this room. But it was, yeah. So I spent every day, instead of painting miniatures, I was actually, so basically, my girlfriend / wife, whatever, she was a little, she was pretty busy with her work. So what I did was every night I would work about an hour to an hour and a half just renovating the basement. And I did that for the whole summer. And I got it done. And so the goal was to renovate, I worked for months, so probably into the fall. And so the hopes that, if a position opened up with an available transfer, I could try to move out east. Now, I was trying to hopefully time it. We were thinking about Nova Scotia or New Brunswick. Nova Scotia, for those who aren't Canadian, is an eastern, smaller province. It's in the Maritime, so it's on the ocean. And but I was very much aware that the time was limited, and unfortunately, we kind of missed it with that market. It's going through the roof now, faster than Peterborough can increase. It's going to increase, so there's no way of doing the whole no mortgage thing out there. But it's still New Brunswick. So yeah, I worked really hard on the house, and we figured, worst comes to worst, if I don't get the transfer, that's not the worst situation, because then our house is finished. Right? Our house is, or at least everything on that list. We made a short-term list and a long-term list. The long-term list, we have a few other small things to do. But the house was basically good enough to go up for sale. And, yeah. So it was looking really nice. And so I applied for the transfers, and I didn't get them. And that's okay. You know what? They had their reasons, and I didn't get the job. And then the winter came along, and we decided that we didn't, obviously. Moving during COVID is tough enough. Moving during COVID is very tough. Which I think has kind of deterred us from probably going to move for the next year at least. We might retry this plan maybe in a year, maybe in 2 years. We don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But and you see this thing was not, well, I should have stripped this model. But, okay, let's go back to this. So I that's the thing. So the house is good now, and so I was working the house a lot last year, and so I didn't paint miniatures. I was painting the house, and I got the house looking really good. And I'm not bad with my hands. This is not dry yet, so I should stop. I'm gonna stop there. This is still wet, 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 wet. So let's let that dry. It's not drying very fast in this. I don't think it's very humid in here. Okay, so what can I do in the meantime? That's all drying. Let's paint the cords. I can paint this part black, the cords red. That's pretty much it. Then I'm going to airbrush some dirt and grime. Let's do that. So let's paint, grab my palette because I'll need my gray liner. But so I was working on the house, and I spent a lot of time on the house, and I really love the way the house looks today. I really do. I think I dropped my gray liner. Where did I put it? There's Lamy medium. Okay, I'll be right back. Oops, sorry, I hit the thing. All right, hit the camera. Let's get back here. My gray liner. I was cleaning up my desk recently, and I might have put away the gray liner. Let's make sure this is focused still. Go here. There we go. So, yeah. So as I said, my house is looking good. I'm really happy with it. We're going to do a few more things this year, probably, to make it look even better. And if the opportunity came up, I might take it. I don't know. I feel like life is too short to live your whole life in debt. Life is too short to do that. And I would just like to pay off all my debts and retire at an earlier age. That's kind of what I'd like to do. But, because I'm kind of an old fart already. But, that's okay. One day. One day maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I have more miniatures. The funniest thing is, just because I got the box set for Indominus and Pariah Nexus, I have more miniatures to paint today than I did on my last painting with Jay. Which is hilarious. I'm going backwards, and that's not the correct direction. We should be working our way towards, ridding our world of unpainted models, as I've been saying all along in my videos. I feel that, we should be. But that's okay. I intentionally didn't paint I was working on my Gene Stealer cult anyway, so I'm going to finish up my Gene Stealer cult army. So after this, I just have a Sentinel, which in retrospect I should have painted at the same time as the Leman Russes, because I've been doing the same camo pattern and everything. What I was doing was I broke up my army by basically color time, right? Putting similar models, painting them at the same time by color pattern. So this should have been painted at the same time as my Sentinel, but that's okay. I'll paint my Sentinel next, get that one little model done, and then finish up the last 3 vehicles. And then I'm pretty much done my Gene Stealer cult. I don't think I'm going to paint more models for them. I'm going to wait for the new Codex when it comes out. It really kind of hurt my heart. I was working really hard on my Gene Stealer cult army. And then, the new edition came out. And Gene Stealer cult got hit really hard, I feel, by the new rules. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, if there's any fellow Genestealer Cult players out there. So I'm just going to take some more gray liner, do a quick dry brush. I could have used an airbrush for this, but I figured I'm already having the gray liner out and about. And I'm just going to paint some light soot, or some heavy soot, I guess, on the barrels of the guns. Just quick, quick dry brushing. Yeah. Cool. Do the same thing for the Meltas. Yeah, kind of hurt my heart. Genestealer Cult is a really hard army to play in the new edition. And I don't mind. I don't play competitively, right? I play most of my games with Dave. And I was thinking that last year, if a tournament actually opened up for the year, I'd bring an army to a tournament and have some fun. And I figured maybe I still might with my Genestealer Cult. Who knows? I'm not, as I said, I don't play to necessarily win. It's just, Genestealer Cult was one of those factions where you need to run multiple detachments because you can't even run the same character in. You can only have one character per detachment, right? So, only one character, only the same character per detachment. So, but the new edition really penalizes you for making you take multiple detachments. So I was like, oh, that sucks. And just the way that the new rules are displayed, it's just a tough action. Yeah. And then, so when I got my Indominus box set, I do have two. I play three, technically, factions of Space Marines, Grey Knights included. I play Imperial Fists, which what I predominantly do with my army up, and I also have Dark Angels. And Dark Angels I really didn't touch for a long time, for pretty much a whole edition. But I was like, okay, you know what? Let's wait to paint the Indominus set. So that concludes another Painting with Jay. I really hope you got some stuff done and that you're staying healthy and safe, right? During these tough times. Let's keep painting. Let's get stuff done, rid our world of unpainted models, and keep going. Really, that's what it's about. And I said, sorry it's taken me so long, but I'm glad we're back. Stay tuned for next week or next video where I'll be painting either the Sentinel or the vehicles, and we'll go from there. We'll keep going. I want to finish up my Genestealer Cult sometime in the very near future, and then start Necrons or Space Marines or something. So stay tuned for more Painting with Jay. As always, this video is brought to you by my Patreon subscribers. Link in the description below if you want to help support my videos. It's because then I can help set these times and keep working and painting models and making videos. So a huge thank you to all my Patreon subscribers. Huge thank you. Stay tuned for more videos. Until next time, this is Jay saying, happy painting. Plus, I'm working on my Genestealer Cult anyway, but I might as well wait and see the rules for Dark Angels, because I have tons of Primaris Imperial Fists already, so I might want to wait and paint these guys up in Dark Angels colors, And Dark Angels, of course, are insane right now. I've played one game with them under the supplement. Not even the rule, the new codex, but the old the old FAQ, not the supplement, and they are insane. I brought just a kind of an all-comer list, combined wing, and they're really good. So that's cool. It's nice seeing them back in the forefront. They haven't been in the forefront in several editions. They unfortunately got the first codex, you know what I mean? The first codex of every edition kind of gets neglected. This one has not been that same situation. But, yeah. So it's nice seeing Dark Angels getting some love. It's really, really nice. So I like Dark Angels, it's good to them get back in. You know, they have. To me, I love their characters. Yeah. You know, Ezekiel, Azrael, Belial, Samael, Jael. But yeah, I'll definitely try them out again. Necrons are cool too. I have my Necron army. I have not purchased any of the new Necron models because I still feel that if you were a Necron player before, you're still pretty solid today. The Void Dragon is an awesome model. The Catan Shard of the Void Dragon. I just think that the Catan Shard of the Nightbringer is a better rule, and it's also a lot smaller of a model. It takes up a lot smaller of a space that you can easily get cover with a lot easier than the Void Dragon. I just feel that the Void Dragon is a nicer model, which is why I think people are really drawn to it as a beautiful model. And has great rules too. I just feel that the Nightbringer is my favorite of the Catan Shards. Like, I could just take my old Necron army and probably put it on the table, and it would be pretty strong. You know, I did get I got the Indominus set, and so I have another like 20 warriors to paint up with the new base sizes and cool. So, is this dry yet? Yep, looks like it. It's dry. So, we'll hit that with a shade. And then hit it with a quick shade. And then keep going. I really did I should make another review. Like an overall review of the contrast paints. Because I did paint up an entire army with contrast paints, basically minus these vehicles. I really like them. Most of the colors are nice. I'm not a big fan of some of the colors, like yellow. I didn't like the yellow. Because I don't like orange tints in the shades for yellow. I like brown or even black for my Space Marines, for my Imperial Fists. But they were really fun. It was a lot of fun to paint up using the paints. Again, it was really fun to prime white and then just hit them with a quick shade, you know, do a couple, like a dry brush, not a quick shade, a quick contrast paints, you know, some areas a quick dry brush or quick overbrush, and then you're good. It really was effective, efficient. It wasn't, obviously, it's not the strongest paint job, but I don't care. I'm not going for show quality for my Genestealer Cult army. And it was a lot of fun. And that's the thing. I got done a lot of models quickly, which is what it's for. And it kept me painting. It was enjoyable. A really enjoyable experience. So, cool. It was a lot of fun. I really loved them. So I should make a review. It's weird that even to today, my most popular videos are just my contrast paint videos. So that's done. Alright, what should I do now? Let's paint the wiring red. I just like to put a little red on the wiring because it's such a bright color, and you know, it's a nice contrast to the rest of them. It's because it's greens and creams, so red is another color that really jumps out. Paint the wires on the melt-a-guns, and probably call it after that. Yeah. Go. Cool. Look at that. It's gonna be nice to just get these vehicles done. I did paint the one vehicle I did paint since I last seen you guys and girls. I did paint a Shadow Sword, which is a big vehicle to paint. Yeah, I painted up a Shadow Sword. That I did do. It was pretty much almost entirely airbrushed, so it wasn't really a painting with J, you know, Other than like the tracks, most of it wasn't painting with J. Material. No, that's okay. I'm excited for the golf season. I know I guess it's been announced. The next is going to be Dark Eldar or Drukhari for codices. Yeah. I know Scott Cost will be very interested in that. That's okay. And it's going to be nice to get these guys done. And so then after this, I don't know what I'm going to paint next. Maybe Space Marines? Originally, I had just plans to paint some Grey Knights, and then I got the 2 box sets, so I'm like, okay, I got to paint more. I don't know. I'm probably going to paint them up in Dark Angels colors. Just get some Primaris Dark Angels. I already have a lot of Primaris. Since the new codices and obviously now Space Marine, like old Tactical Marines, are viable again, I have a lot for both armies. I have a lot of choice, and I think I put these on the wrong side. Whatever. A lot of choice, Tactical Marines versus these guys. Heavy Intercessors, I think, will work very well with Imperial Fists or Dark Angels. Because if they don't move, +1 to hit is pretty nice with them. The Ignores cover is pretty nice with Imperial Fists. But I think I'm going to do Dark Angels. Just paint them up, have some Intercessor options for my Dark Angels. Cool. There we go. So, I'm kind of out of stuff to paint right now. Darn. How long have we been painting for? About 30 minutes. Okay, maybe this will be like a mini painting with Jake, getting back into the swing of things. Unfortunately, I don't have much left to paint. The only thing I'm going to do left is take my airbrush and paint the tracks. It'll be a pretty quick, easy paint job, as you can see, but it works. Like it's a quick, clear camo pattern, several colors. It really does work. The one thing I could maybe paint a little more smoke on the exhausts of these while we're painting, but I'll have to let the other one dry and then work on it. There we go. And so the next one, unfortunately, I'm going to see if I can get another painting with Jay next week. But then if I'm painting the Sentinel, I'll have to get it primed, get the base coat, the camo pattern done before I even start painting with my hand, right? So there we go. Look at that. Isn't that nice? And cool. There we go. So they look pretty good after a round. As I said, I'm kind of done for now because everything needs to dry. But I'll finish up those this week and get on to the Sentinel next week, and we'll get back into the swing of things. So that concludes another Painting with Jay. I really hope you got some stuff done and that you're staying healthy and safe, right? And during these tough times, let's keep painting. Let's get stuff done, rid our world of unpainted models, and keep going. Really, that's what it's about. And as I said, sorry it's taken me so long, but I'm glad we're back. Stay tuned for next week or next video where I'll be painting either the Sentinel or the vehicles, and we'll go from there. We'll keep going. I want to finish up my Gene Stealer cult sometime in the very near future, and then start Necrons or Space Marines or something. So stay tuned for more Painting with Jay. As always, this video is brought to you by my Patreon subscribers. Link in the description below if you want to help support my videos. It's because then I can help set these times and keep working and painting models and making videos. So it's a huge thank you to all my Patreon subscribers. Huge thank you. Stay tuned for more videos. Until next time, this is Jay saying, happy painting.